What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Newcastle United save in Football Manager 2023 on the beta. We are continuing the season today. We are very close to actually signing a new right back. We just needed a bit more backup after selling, Javi Manquillo, and I'm very happy with this deal or it's not just necessarily happy, but more on the smart side. So 14 million transfer budget. I wouldn't be able to execute this up front. So Juan Foyth, who I think looks very impressive, let alone his attributes, but then versatility in his positions, natural right back, which is the position we're looking in for, but could play that at centre back as well, at centre half, and he's got reliable attributes. Some of these, he's just got move up again, tries to play away of trouble and dives into tackles. Again, we can just scroll and find that, but we have got it on. I'm playing on 110% zoomed in, so it's easier for you guys, or just better for you guys, to see attributes and maybe different writing. Really, with FM videos, as zoomed in as you can have it, without impacting like too much of the quality, without it looking too bad. Because sometimes, you can't see other panels and stuff proper. Not in the same quality anyway for me, or as many of them. So I think it's a good balance. But 1/4, just to cover that deal there, was pretty much 10 million up front, then 14 million, with those installments. The 3 installments of 4.66 million each, and you can see the deduction from each budget. So I thought Newcastle definitely will have money coming in. It's probably, a time I've been very comfortable to do a deal like this, because other options I was looking at was just not going to be good enough, even though it's a backup, but it's not just backup, it's the future. Like, Kieran Trippier, we have great things to talk about, but he's 31 years old, even though he has got good natural fitness. Surely he's on the way down. Well, his physicals are at least as well. I say he's performing well early. It was the first game in the Premier League. And Emil Kraft, he's like 28. He's like somewhere in between. He probably gets sold. He's too hard to sell when he's got an injury like this. So, he's probably not long term. I'm really happy with our potential replacement. So hopefully he does accept our contract. He did accept the offer we put in. Let's see if it does go through. And also, if you wonder about the logos are not, for whatever reason, logos are not working. But I've got my face packs in. They're working. And then, of course, the kits. So it's interesting, just the logos aren't working, because obviously I've put them in the exact same way, the exact same file, the graphics file. Like I said early in the series, on the first episode, it's on the beta, so these things may not work the best. But I find it interesting that some parts are working and other parts are not, but that's generally what could happen on the beta. But let's get into our first game here. We're going to play 2 games. So, I haven't really played any games off camera. That's all I thought. For the first few episodes, while we're on the beta at least, let me know how you guys are enjoying it. Especially, I've got the branding of it in the title as a Let's Play. For me, a Let's Play is always you're showing a lot of the game, not playing off camera. That's like a story, or however way you want to brand the series. But for me, a Let's Play is you're really showing majority of the stuff you're playing. But get in the comments what you would like to see throughout the series. I know FM viewers, we're really used to seeing YouTubers play a lot off camera and stuff like that. But I'd love to see what you would think about that, playing most games on camera, especially early, at the very least on the beta, so you can get a really good feel of the gameplay. So that's what we're going to be trying to do anyway. Let's get into the first game against Brentford. And also, we did draw that. I reckon there's something in the game like that where you draw teams so you end up having 2 games in a row against them. Like, I don't want to say it's like a bad thing. It's just like a coincidence that happens too often. So would that be a coincidence? But I just noticed that happen a lot of times over the years playing Football Manager. It's just more pointing that out. Is just luck, or is there something behind that? I don't really know. But either way, that's going to happen. 2 games against Leeds in a row. And it is away from home, and Brentford, I don't know, then I think we've got the quality in our team. And again, the midfield, I really like the mixture of that. That little trio is going to quickly become a favourite. And then we might have another trio top three, and then our midfield three, and then you can't really say you have a trio at the back, but I think, this is where we're going to select all our players, basically. They should be able to, just to get the match fitness. Hate that. There we go. Also, Jacob Murphy, we've got listed, just to update you. I'm still you knew that. I mentioned it before, but I'm trying to just more so offer him out. So, squad, what we're just doing here. Give you some context. Yeah. 9 minutes in the under 21s. Just to get them fitness up. I still just love looking at Danny Olmo and realizing he is a Newcastle United player because I rate him so highly. I mean, that's why we brought him in. Remember when I said, I wasn't going to splash big on a player, but he's a really good capture, and it's a type of signing Newcastle United we expect from Newcastle United. Like, he's in that mold of bringing someone in like a Isak, a Trippier, spending the money to get someone who is quality in, and to really solidify that position for his own. The next is probably, like I said, I like Joe Linton, but I think you get someone better. Like, for me, the value, like, you got to look at his best. Like, look at his tackling ability. His aggression is very good. Aggression can be, people say good, but it can be bad, or people see it as bad, but it can be good. Like, the only other con, like, he hasn't, like, got that tendency to give away a lot of fouls. So when that's channeled, when aggression is channeled in the right way and you're not giving away a lot of fouls, even though we've got the tackling hard. But if you're putting your aggression in effectively and efficiently, that's really good. And he's got the strength there. So he could really, because he works hard as well. I think those attributes and he's really brave. I really like a mix of those attributes, like, all these green ones there, basically. Because I think Joelinton, he channels his benefits, or like his better attributes, in the right way, most definitely. So maybe that's signified in his value. So I think he's a hard player for opponents to come up against as well. Again, with his physical stature, we said last time, and being that strong and in the tackle, but he's also obviously come off being like a striker as well, having that attacking kind of threat. So with that dribbling, you don't see too many that are good dribbling first touch, like that are that strong, and a tackler as well. That's why I love. He's one of the players I love in the team. Even though I was just talking about we could upgrade him, but he's unique. That's the thing. You could probably settle for someone maybe a bit more consistent and maybe a normal player to fit into. Not saying he's not normal, but he's just different. Maybe normal in terms of a player profile, what you want from a certain role, but maybe he's a reason we can stand out and expose other teams and maybe surprise other teams more correctly. We'll go in like this, and again, so attacking most, and I know our defense is good. I was talking about our attacking trio and our midfield trio, but like, our fullbacks, how solid were they in the last game? Like, early. We're at the beginnings here of where we're going to develop this team. So, really exciting. And again, especially that we've got, player instructions. We want to go hard with the tackles, or more so individual player instructions, but then certain opposition instructions when they pop up, we'll, agree with them. But, come on, guys. Really, really like the look. Brentford, they got some decent players. Something I'm trying to look at. Ivan Toney, who's probably, most dangerous player in front of goals for them. He's got a groin strain, so a bit of pain at the moment for Toney. And, like, I'd be confident going to this game if they're at full strength. So, they're missing Toney. It's only going to make it more harder for them. But saying those kind of things, they'll probably come up and have a good performance. Let's go into the dressing room. Point finger up to pick up where you left off last time out. And again, I think we'll go with that. We won't go overs. No. Here we go. Almiron. Wasted. Pretty poor effort from a good position we put ourselves in there. So, all right, another look at the gameplay. This is, only our second game in, so we're very early. Trippier, now, to touch on that, Trippier, how good is he? I'm locked in. Oh, great ball, great ball. You saw that. I'm locked in. Some people, like, yeah, I'm not going to talk about graphics every episode, but while we're still pretty early, Hickey has got that early yellow. And then Jansen. See, it's interesting how we do that. We go in aggressive. I already showed you your last episode with my player instructions, and we've been talking about it. I just want to go encourage. But yeah, it's interesting that forces our opponents to be giving away, more fouls and cards. But what I was going to say, I get, when we're in matches, I get so locked into, okay, tactically, what's my players doing, what's working, what I'm trying to implement, and yeah, if my players are doing that or not. Not analyzing how good the graphics are. That's why I think some people get it twisted. Like, sure, you want the graphics to be as good as you really want them, but that's not the priority. And that's not what you focus on. The true managers, anyway. Bruno. Could be offside. Factually off. Goal review. It's a disallowed. I feel this one was close. And again, Trippier is... Oh, man. That was very close for Isak. So my thing is, like... You know when you love a player and just what they're about so much, like with Trippier... I'm not sure Foyth he seems more defensive, new potential signing, but yeah, he's a good quality, but there's some players that are just, quite special and really good in their role. Target. Let me know if you have younger suggestions. Ooh. But to be honest, Foyth will come in because he's a bit younger, but what I'm thinking is a young and upcoming player that could be someone like Trippier, if there is. And this has been an interesting game so far because we haven't had the possession. So, like I said, one game in, no. We need more possession, so we're going to address that as well. I want to take more initiative here. I want to go attacking, but we play shorter. Let's try it. With a bit of a lower tempo as well. I just want to start, control it a bit and even play out of defense. We're going to go with that. And then we continue. See, we thought we played perfectly, close to in the last match anyway. Not working here. Changes implemented. And let's see if possession keeps heading in that upwards direction. And we create opportunity early from set piece. Oh, yellow cards are coming in, which, there's every chance for that. We do try and play a bit of attacking game. So I go ease off tackles because that changes, I wouldn't say our style too much, a little bit, but you don't want to get sending offs. So yeah, whenever you see that, I'm not going to show it every single time in every single episode in every single match, but just know when a player gets a yellow card, I'll be putting ease off tackles. So yeah, interesting. And, no shout yet, but I might be shouting if we don't find our way to score here. Like, my expectations are right high, man. Like, there's not trying to make sure we don't lose this. It's win. Oh, cover, what are you doing? Uh-oh. Oh, my God, all the space. Is that... See, the thing is, I felt the keeper had so much time to get in back position, so what can I say? Should be getting far too Pope. Match engine. But my thing is, when you talk about Football Manager, I always think people can complain about the match engine, like I almost went in on there, but I always feel is you were going to concede from that highlight. It was just the matter of how it's going to play out. So it doesn't matter maybe if it looks like a slight error. That you were going to concede anyway. It could have came another way. And that's what, that's just my thoughts. I don't know if it's exact or not, but yeah, we just got to take it on the chin. Obviously, player ability comes into it, but for me, and yeah, Nick Pope, I don't think he's a goalkeeper that would make a really silly error like that. So, yeah, could go both ways, and now I'll say Maximin, because we might get it back anyway with, I really feel Isak and St. Maximin, Almiron, I know he scored in the first game. I wouldn't say he's the same quality as those two lads, but I think his work rate could help out. Like, he played that pass into Isak, so let's not disregard it. Olmo's ball into St. Maximin was really good. And, yeah, Raya missed that. And St. Maximin, a bit of vision. Like, that was good play. Okay. Yeah, so Almiron, he's got a yellow as well. And St. Maximin doesn't get credit after that. Like 6.4 he's still on. Almiron, this is where we don't... See, this is where it could be a struggle for us this season. The depth. But we definitely, with another window, we can address it next season. So I think, like Ryan Fraser, hopefully decent for us this season and this time around. Is probably, again, what's his weaker side like? Tactics. Yeah. He's reasonable. Yeah. Almiron, he's on a yellow as well. So, yeah, bring on Fraser. Not long start. You can undo things easily, thankfully. Almiron, Ryan Fraser. And so he's the really only contender if we make that sub. Bruno G's been very, very poor again. Then you got, like, Longstaff. I want to bring on Willock because I think this is what we can do here. Olmo goes to attacking midfielder. Willock comes in. There, you can get... Okay. I want to go Mazzala. I always, when we're like using an advanced playmaker, to not use two playmakers. Yeah, I always go to Mazzala. When I've got another guy that is a creative type, my go-to is just go Mazzala. So yeah, you can't say we're playing two playmakers because generally that's not a recommendation, but to play two playmakers. But so I go Mazzala generally, and I mean when it's the players. One of the best roles, like, yeah, it's not something I should justify too much, but that's kind of the reasoning. I would like to use him in a playmaking role, but yeah, we go with that. One thing we can do, get Trippier wing back. I'm not sure about complete wing back. Like, it sounds good, but I personally like wing back when we need to go for it, so that's where we balance. Yeah, we definitely balance that. And now... Sometimes you do this. We go for a short period, and now we go hard. We go more direct, be more expressive, take off work ball into the box. It's just, that's a little tactic, funnily enough. Literally. A tactic within the tactic. What I mean, that's like a plan I go for, I suppose. You slow things down for a little period, and then, yeah, have that energy to really go back to a higher tempo. So, is that going to work? We'll find out. Yeah, still 30 minutes to go. Like, to me, we've been the better team. Like, if to me, to XG, to the shots, like, yeah. Alright, I'm like, Trippier. Whips it in. And obviously, you go more attacking. Yeah, Trippier. Why didn't you shoot? Olmo. Smart. Vision. Joelinton. Talking about his defensive ability, and like I was just saying before, and it's perfect timing when I said about the tactics change it and we score pretty instantly. Yeah, that was a good thing to do. We were saying, about his defensive ability within the midfield and how he used to be more as a striker, and he gets left in space because we're using him as a midfielder. Like, no one is marking him there. Like, we're in a position we should be in this game, and bang. So that's why about the tactics, like, yeah, we looked very good in the first game, but here, we had to really manage this. Like, yeah, for people that think, want to download a tactic and, yeah, we're going to win all games and stuff, you need to manage. Or maybe my main tactic isn't the best in the world and I have to manage around it. And that's what we're doing today. Either way, I don't know which way you see it, but how I see it, definitely... It's like you make changes to the situation. I'm not going to say there's no, I'm sure there could be tactics that expose the match engine. But what we've done so far is just playing to our players, playing to the strength, playing to the game. Like, yeah, we've been good today, but we just haven't found the goal. So we mixed things and changed it back, and now we're winning the game. So there's definitely something to be said where Callum Wilson is not starting, and he's still so good. So there's something that can be said here. Say maximum 6.5 rating on the day. He's going to come off. And Callum Wilson, yeah, he's not highlighted there. But also Isak, like, he's even scored. But he's got attributes. Like, if we select the inside forward there, yeah. Okay, we'll go even inside forward. Yeah. He's almost, I don't want to say more preferred as a left inside forward, because he's, yeah, great as a striker. Hell, he's natural there, but attributes don't lie. So, yeah, we take a look at that, and then we confirm the changes. But, yeah, how do you reckon we manage? Because I think this is the best setup. I think because we're preferencing, yeah, that 3 in midfield. I'm not sure we can find a way with starting, two strikers up top. So, yeah, let me know how we actually, what way could we go starting Callum Wilson more? Because he's a very good striker. We will have to see. Because we want to keep him happy as well. But I want to start Isak, because Isak is so good. That's the thing. Shah's been a bit more consistent today. I don't think he's made an error. And that's the ball-playing defender coming in. And Fraser's showing why we're going to try and sell him and get an improvement. Like, that probably should have been a goal. We can say. So, Isak now, yellow card. See, now we're just, like, grasping at straws. Well, I guess there's a new rule with 5 subs. So, now, Lewis. This is just because he can play left wing, really, and as a winger, not too bad. He's got that stamina, so he could be good coming on. This is where a switch of role comes in, and yeah, put him as a winger, and yeah, that's what we're going to leave it as. And I think now that we've got our goal, Trippier can just go back to the fullback on support, a little bit more defensive, and then we can go to a positive setup. Drop it not as high, yeah. Don't necessarily think, like, yeah, you don't need to point out you can make 5 subs, because when it gets to a point where you essentially, Chris Wood, you're not going to bring him on now, and then the rest kind of defensive or Longstaff, sometimes it just, like Joelinton, I guess there's that. Joelinton's had an amazing game. Bring on Longstaff just to freshen up the legs. How's he rated as well? So, and he fits box-to-box midfielder really well. He's got some nice attributes. To be honest, to be fair to Sean, I haven't looked at him enough, or I've kind of just seen him as backup to our main midfielders. But he works hard. Yeah, good teamwork, determination as well. So, okay, I got to put more respect on his name. So, yeah, he's all right. Yeah, I don't think I should be hesitating in terms of bringing up, like saying, he's much more below his teammates in the respective positions. So, like, why would Trippier and Burn rotate? Yeah, that's something I wouldn't do. Now, even with those changes, let's see. Trippier. He goes all day, man. Oh, Fraser intercepting and passing it, feeding Wilson. And you know Callum Wilson, your typical poacher, like, he'll put himself in a good position and he'll take that. Like, one thing I got to say, I hate people, I don't know, I hate very few people. I hate when people, like, talk about strikers in terms of being, they're a poacher, getting tap-in goals. Half, if not more of the work is your attacking smarts, reading to the play and being in that position. It doesn't matter if it looked like an easy goal. The hard part was being in the right position and reading that. Rant over. Like, what you do off the ball is equally, if not more important, just to be in that position, bro. Like, I tell you what, there's more smarts in that. Like, yeah, I just really dislike when strikers get discredited but generally they're not. They're like just people on Twitter. They're not really anyone of significance. So let's not worry too much about them. So we're 2 wins from 2 games. And this one we had to definitely manage a lot more. Like, this game could have easily gone another way to me if we stayed solid and just, let's sit back and hopefully win the game. That's not how you play Football Manager. You got to make changes. We did that, and we took the 3. So Liverpool dominate Chelsea there. Southampton managed to get a draw against Man City. Pretty good for Southampton, admittedly. So we're sitting on the top early, and unless Arsenal has a big win, I think we're going to be outright. Well, not outright, by goal difference when I say outright. But yeah, let's keep the wins rolling, though. Come on, decent start. Let's say decent start to the season. It's still 2 games. And yeah, Joel Linton was the star player of the day. I love that because we were giving him build-up. Yeah, we were going to give him build-up. Not we're going to. We definitely gave him some props before the game actually started. And he really showed what we talked about. Well, not really. It was the goal more specifically, but the value to the team for sure. So it's like Football Manager answered my question here. Oh, how are we going to rotate? Yeah, when Isak gets a midweek injury and he's probably not going to be 100% going to the next game. So there you go. And for whatever reason, Southampton's doing pretty well early in this save. Shea Adams with another one, 1-0. Chelsea really struggling. And, of course, Graham Potter is manager, as you would have expected. He was there long enough to be updated before the release of the beta. But, yeah, he hasn't quite brought across that magic he was having at Brighton. But saying all that, yeah, Isak, he looks fit. He looks ready for this game here today. And we'll see some other results there. Liverpool, good result against Villa. So, opposition instruction applied. He's still got the injury sign though, Isak. Return training in 2 days, so he's out. Wilson in, and Chris Wood. Chris Wood will get a chance. We'll leave him on the bench if anything, because Murphy played in the reserves, and then goalkeeper Darlow. So we'll leave that. So we did find a way to start Callum Wilson in a game now. Sure, it was kind of forced, but no real reason to rotate a lot. We're finding, comfortability with Botman. I do wonder if, even Burn, he would have played in a reserve. So, who's going to be our best centre-back? Centre-back partnership is something we're going to think about. Because, of course, you got Lascelles as well, who's the captain. But that's not positive signs, and he's read as a fringe player in his prime, still in prime years though. But it looks like Shah and Botman are developing a partnership, and if even it's the back 4 and with Pope as well, developing a good understanding early, I think, to speak on the defense a bit, like I did on the 2 trios we have. So it's a good little. I like this 11. Yeah. So, with the different areas of the pitch complementing each other, complements the 11 as a whole. With another away fixture as well. Point the finger, pick up where you left off last time out. That's another thing of kind of performing pretty well. I might go with the attackers. Just maybe Callum Wilson. I know you trust you make difference. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll stay with that. But generally when you can say pick up where you left off last time out, you can get a pretty solid reaction most of the time. Okay, how are we going to go up against formation like that? We're going to find out today. So, and I told you again, with the match day, it's so, you go into it tactically. He's our ball-playing defender, so we look to, get a bit from him playing out of the back. And Bruno G over Almiron. I thought he was going to run onto it. But he might get it. Ooh. Joelinton, oh no, it did. Yes, it worked out. No offsides. I was wondering how it played out, but good goal. I was hesitant. Just had a little pause there. I think it was, but we'll see it clean here on the replay. Nah, did really well there, and then the finish was clean. Not bad from someone with 10 finishing, and that was really neat. And we'll look at the replay here. It was that good. The goal, Joelinton, no, he was clearly onside, that's for sure. And good finish. And we just continue where we left off, really. We definitely are doing that. If we pick up where we left off last time out, we are. And Joelinton with assist, he's working so hard. We're not going to get too excited, not yet. If we get another goal, maybe. But So, see, work rate. Work rate. Oh, this could be... I want him to... I did go all the way from there. Could be the goal... Not just of the season, of the century, maybe. That would have been amazing. But instead, it might build up to a goal or not. Oh, Shah's interception. I think he's recovered from that first game. He had made a couple errors and we still got a good result in the end. That was a very good performance overall. But Shah, yep. Same maximum. Olmo. And see, Olmo hasn't even... Oh my God, Bruno G. Like I felt what was coming there. A banger, but not quite. Yeah, Olmo hasn't set the league alight yet. That's the dangerous thing. He's still adjusting to life in the Premier League. That's scary. Like, imagine when he really, really gets going. And now, let's not concede. Good defending. Really good defending there. And Target. He's doing his job nice and steady. Zamura. That's going to be it from that one. There, see, there, got 2 yellow cards there. Let's get to half-time with our lead. Maintain that. Maintain that. Will be nice. Yeah, pretty happy overall. Like, we're creating more opportunities. Possession with, a little bit less, but, countering well. So this is more a straightforward performance, but you've got to be careful with these. You're capable of better. Yeah. Don't want composure to creep in. And let's see how we'll defend this. Okay, yeah. You got to be cautious of that. You got to be cautious of the composure, because I say we haven't dominated. We've had more shots anyways. Same on target, so... It's an interesting game. Let's see. Let's try and build one up here, guys. Come on. Trippier, poor pass. But Almiron, that's where it's a mix of him. Let's talk about it for a bit. With Almiron, he's actually had a pretty good game with a 7.5. His work rate, 19. It's not just like a singular attribute, but really high work rate with pretty solid quickness. And then surrounded by other attributes that are, alright. Like his off the ball work is pretty good teamwork. So, yeah, really hard worker. that is for sure. And he's maybe not going to do the most magnificent things, but he's going to do those team effort type things. And it will result in some good performances as well. So, keep that in mind. Yeah, he could be his own unique player. Like someone that quick with an amazing work rate, 19. So, yeah, it's interesting. The top player he is. Saying all that, he's probably going to get subbed here. Oh, this is where I just wish we had more. But yeah, this is probably going to be a regular change we make for Fraser. And okay, let's analyze. I'm big about analyzing the attributes. That's not a bad sub because he's similar, even though he may prefer on the left side, but still, he's still natural on the right. Probably better as a winger, not like cutting in type. Because he's right-footed, but still, it's that work rate as well. Like, yeah, he's going to fit in there. Target, I think we bring on Lewis. And again, we're still about looking at our players. He's 24, probably not going to grow a whole lot more. And I'm not sure he's Premier League quality, but he's got, his fitness and stamina is best kind of part of his game. So I think it's all about, if we're performing well, yeah. He's not someone I'd probably want to use in a tougher game, but sometimes you have to manage for upcoming performances, upcoming games. And even more so, yeah. See, this was the opportunity to actually give Chris Wood a chance. When you look at him, just move over a second again, you look at Isak, you're like, oh, where's that injury sign? So, yeah, when you look at his condition and sharpness, he looks nice. He looks good, but keep that in mind. Especially if we don't need a goal. Maybe leave for now. Joe Willock in midfield as well. Yeah, I'm not sure if we need to. Because, yeah, Danny Olmo, as I said, he's not running the midfield as much as I would like for the time being. But it's interesting when it gets to this time in the game when you probably preference a sub. You kind of weigh up. Danny Olmo, okay, he's got to a 7 now. So, Bruno, I'll bring on Sean Logstaff, like I said, then Joe Willock. That kind of, I like that a bit more now, because it's like freshening up your midfield with 2 players there. So I like that. You can analyze things so many ways, but yeah, that's the way we're taking that, and we might just play this out. Oh, press midfield. Oh, Willock, no, please don't lead to an error. No, please don't. Please don't be costly. That's why I get so hesitant of dropping the quality of the players. But then there's the risk factor of getting injuries involved. Oh, man, it's so tricky. It's so tricky. Yeah, there's that risk factor, but we should just play. This is such a different game, man. This is like one of these holding on games. Like it's a 1-0 away from home performance that we really toughed out, but we almost stuffed it up. Willock, like we actually had that chance and maybe could have created one, but yeah. Are we lucky maybe that they weren't more efficient? But at the same time, I think could be said about both sides. In terms of total shots, we had double and one more on target. Yeah. I think we deserve to win it. I think a 1-0 on our side is fitting, not a game we maybe won easily. So, good good in the end, I'll say. Nothing too impressive. It's just the job we needed to get done. So just say, well done. Yeah, realistic to say that because we weren't at our best, but we got the result. And yeah, we take it and moved on. Shah was very good at the back, 7.8. Standout performer for us today, even though, yeah, St. Maximin got an 8.1. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, when the player is the single goal scorer, he's shown really as the match winner with an early chance that he took really well for us. He set us up early. So pretty good start here. 3 from 3. 3 wins from 3 games, St. Maximin. And we're not relying on one player. That's what I like right now. Like, Joe Linton steps up, and he's been consistent. He didn't just perform in the previous game, but yeah, he got that assist. Karius, what do you do? Worry about his work permit and will be unable to play for the club. I'll just try and discuss the issue with him. This seems like the only option. I'll sort of chance. Do I say that? And while I'm not going to force a move on you, I'll consider if any bids come in. What did he say on that? I'm afraid I can't. Okay, you want to go, mate? No worries. Like, I'm not trying so hard to keep him because, I mean, he was a new signing as well, yeah? So, generally, it's hard to... Oh, there's a bid already? They've come in. Oh, 0. Oh, it's because his contract's running out. I guess you're freeing up 30k on the wage, which is fine. Because then we've got Carl Darlow, who's like a similar quality to Karius as well. And, I mean, really, if Nick Pope... I don't even want to say it to jinx it, but he's really probably not going to get an injury. Their recent offers, they've just end of contract offers, but hold up. Yeah, it's okay. It's a rare time where his contract is not expiring at the end of the season. It's really unique, but Karius is a unique goalkeeper, so it's just fitting and yeah, free up the wage on him. It's a strange situation. I want to see the latest on Foyth. It might say with his work permit. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, if it could be decided soon, the next day, yeah, we'll continue until then. It should get done. We go over and this... yeah. It's like, we don't really need to do much about that. It's him to decide. Like, he didn't even... Well... I was going to say he didn't need to come to me, but maybe it could have impacted my thoughts of giving a new contract. I wasn't planning of renewing his contract, really. So, yeah, we're just waiting on you. 1/4. The Data Hub induction, we're not... Yeah, when that was added a new feature last year, especially when it's a save, say, like, you're doing well, you don't really feel you need to check out the stats too much. You may every so often, but you just... Assisting defenders, it's like Trippier. I know Trippier's been good, highly creative, and all that. Yeah, I feel like if you're really struggling, or if you're thinking about comparing players, if you want to sell someone, yeah, you might go into it then. But yeah, we're not too worried about that right now. And Foyth, that's how he wanted to finish it up. Like I said, 24 million. Yeah, 24 million, but only 10.5 from the transfer budget. Yeah, only 10.5 million from the transfer budget of 14.5 right now. I think we found... It's not just we negotiated a transfer well, but we found the right target. We could have went for someone who was a lower quality just though they were cheaper, so we can use the current budget, all of it. But I think we've really done this smartly, especially where we know money-wise, we're going to be all good. And we've brought in a pretty good quality defender. He's probably not going to develop too much at 24, but I like his ability and I like his versatility. It's a really good mix he has. He's got that work rate, works hard, and his defensive attributes are there. And going forward, he's good technique. So a crossing's only 11 though, but I wonder the passing. He could even be a ball-playing defender type as well. So he's got some versatility in the team. He could still play while Trippier is as well. They could both play in the same team. So a good mix there. Let alone the fact he's already been in England, so his English is good, spent some time at Tottenham, even played games in the Premier League, so he may not need that adjustment to life in England, which could be good as well. So we're going to leave that there. Exciting new transfer. We'll see how he goes. And what will be fitting for the next episode? I can already know what I'm going to title it. Leeds times 2, because we played Leeds twice. That would make sense. So the next episode will be Leeds times 2. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. As I said, you like seeing every single game in what I feel is a proper Let's Play style of a video game in general. But let me know all your thoughts in the comments. Get the comments up, greatly appreciated. Leave the thumbs up, and I'll hit you with the outro with the Patreon supporters helping me work towards doing these FM videos full time. Greatly appreciate that. Check out my streams on Twitch, as we're going to be doing them a lot as well every single day. Going to try and do a stream. So FM every single day. I'm really loving the game so far, so it's all fun. So it's not feeling like much work, admittedly, but hopefully you're enjoying it. See you in the next one, guys.